DJ Durkin is Maryland's football coach again. So just to refresh your memory, 4 months after the death of a player, Jordan McNair, who was 19 years of age, this is following a team workout. 80 days after Durkin's suspension due to an explosive report that talked about the toxic culture inside the Maryland program. And then 5 days after Maryland unveiled a 192-page investigative report describing that culture as one of fear, the university announced yesterday that DJ Durkin would return. Now, you might be saying, oh, DJ Durkin, like he's on the short list of great coaches, young coaches in America. He's 10-15. He coaches at Maryland. Now, you bring him back, and, I'm sure there's money attached to this or potential lawsuits attached to this. Or was he not at fault technically? Now, maybe not in the death of Jordan McNair, but they talked about a toxic culture, which I would think a culture would lead back to the head coach. Maybe he, would not directly involved in the death of this football player, but it was still his practice. He runs a very difficult, tough practice regimen, workouts. And so under his watch, this is carried out. Maryland's recruiting is going to suffer by bringing him back. Can you imagine DJ Durkin going into somebody's living room and mom says, are you going to make sure that my son doesn't die during an off? Now, this is going to happen, folks. Or you're going to have somebody who's going to say to a recruit or a recruit's parents, hey, I know you're going to go for a visit at Maryland. By the way, that's a toxic culture. I don't care what they're telling you, the way they work their kids. And if mom is there, mom's the one you got to convince, not dad. Mom in most cases. But, you got this program where they're going to say, well, you don't care about the kid's well-being. It's not like he's, Vince Lombardi here. It's not like he's Bill Belichick or Tom Landry. It's DJ Durkin and it's Maryland. So if you're Maryland, don't you look at this and say, let's just fire him for not being a great coach, if you want to talk about the toxic culture, and then just pay him off. But if somebody could tell me the upside of keeping him, just a football window here to look into. I'm curious about that. Considered a good recruiter, but is he that special of a football coach where, it's going to be used against you? I just can't imagine that this is a positive. You're going to have players. Who do they play this weekend, McLovin? Because I'm going to imagine these kids don't want to play for him. Some kids aren't going to play for him.
Okay, I have them playing Michigan State this weekend.
Yeah. Are they
at
hosting?
Michigan State?
At Michigan. Well, that's probably better to be on the road. I can't imagine how the crowd is going to react to this.
Let me double check to make sure where that is.
Oh, man. So what are you going to finish in the Big East?
Oh, sorry, it's in Maryland.
Big Ten
That
East.
is at home at the Bird Stadium. My bad.
You're destined for what? The Outback Bowl, the Poland Weed Eater Bowl, the Poinsettia. Even if you get to a bowl game, there has to be a bigger reason here. And usually it's money. But I don't care how much money, it's not worth it. If you want your program to grow up and play with big boys here, and that's why you joined, the Big Ten. You don't belong in the Big Ten. It's like Rutgers. Man, this has been a bad couple of years for the Big Ten. What happened at Ohio State, what happened at Penn State, what happened at Michigan State. Now the Maryland situation, Rutgers is, an embarrassment. What is the upside of keeping this coach who is 10-15? Shocked with that. Even if you don't have the death of Jordan McNair, why are you keeping him? And usually, if you have baggage, you can win your way out of baggage. He can't. You're 10-15. Yeah, Paul.
Is there any chance with the specific investigation of Jordan McNair's death that they exonerated the coach because the investigators may think that the coach is responsible for coaching and the medical staff is responsible for the health? Because during a football game, when a player goes down, you rarely see the coach go out there to observe, treat, or deal with him.
Who hired this guy? Who hires the strength and conditioning coach?
It might be Durkin or it might be the athletic director.
No, coaches hire their own those strength and conditioning coaches travel. They go to job with that head coach.
Makes sense.
They go. That's their guy. So if you know this is the culture, this is the environment, that comes back to the head coach as well. By proxy, comes back to him. Is that a fireable offense because he's sort of removed from it, but you hired that guy and you know what that culture is? If there's a toxic culture, if they said there was a toxic culture, do you really want that guy? I look at the pluses and minuses. Is there a lawsuit there? Probably. There's going to be a lawsuit from the parents of Jordan McNair. Would firing help the lawsuit? Now you're all in on DJ Durkin. And even the parents, they have to relive this again. Like, this guy kept his job and your son died. I mean, just imagine that your son is 18 years of age and Maryland wants you to come for a visit, or coach is going to come to your house. What question are you going to ask? What's the first question? Are you going to take care of my son? How are you going to take care of my son? How can I ensure that my son will not die under your watch? Now, you can say, hey, maybe, this player had a condition. Maybe there was something that, all it was heat stroke. And every single college football program should have the following at all of these workouts, and that is just an ice tub. Because if you had put him in this ice tub and brought his temperature down, he'd still be alive. That's it. Plain and simple. When your temperature goes to 106, you're not coming back. And if you have one of those ice tubs there, and it should be mandatory, that boy's alive today. And while he's suspended, Maryland goes 5-3 under the interim head coach. His buyout is not big by sports standards, from what I'm told. Firing him would cost a little more than $5 million if the university didn't try to cut him loose for cause, which you should be able to do that. Maryland has budgetary problems, but they could find a way. The regents and boosters are backing DJ Durkin. I just want to know why. Yeah? Yeah, McLovin.
I read about the regents want to keep him and the president wants to fire him. Wouldn't you be embarrassed if you ran University of Maryland? There's not enough upside to your football program to tarnish the entire school's this is just reflect badly on football. It reflects badly on the whole university. Doesn't it? I mean, is it worth it for football in Maryland? I see Ohio State. I get that. But Maryland football, has that ever really been a robust tradition?
No.
Basketball.
I mean, Ralph Friedgen had a pretty good run there. When Boomer Esiason was there. But Frank Reich, but I'm like, what are you doing? You're better than this, aren't you? I mean, you're a football program at a basketball school. And you're not a good football program. And then you're going to... it's one thing to be a bad football team. But now, this is sad. It's embarrassing. Rutgers is, they're just bad football. They're just bad. I mean, they've had bad things in their athletic department, certainly with the basketball program. But, man, I don't understand it. You would think there would be probable cause to be able to fire him. And if you said that he was even 15-10, I would still go, really? You want to hold on to a coach? And I know there are people who are going to, email and tweet and call, and they're going to back up DJ Durkin. He's a wonderful guy. And okay. I know. And I'm sure that you would want your son to go play for him would be the next thing you would tell me. Say that to the parents, Jordan McNair. Because you know how his parents reacted? It's like a punch in the stomach. You spit in my face. You brought back DJ Durkin. No shame. Sad.
For more Dan Patrick Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV or download the Dan Patrick Show app.